Well, joining us now with a reaction and for more is Minnesota Republican Congresswoman Michele Bachmann, who sits on the House Financial Services Committee. Congresswoman, good morning to you.
Good morning, Megan. Good to be with you.
It's great to have you. Okay, so we've been watching the Dow this morning, down a little bit, perhaps not the end of the world, but probably not what those in the Senate wanted to see. What do you make of this? Has the market given up on Capitol Hill?
You know, I think what this says is that Congress needs to do what's right for the American people rather than looking at the variations on what happens on Wall Street every day. The real issue, Megan, is the credit crunch. I am not convinced that this current formula with this $700 billion bailout is the right answer to the credit crunch. There's things that we can do that would cost the taxpayer very little money, both from the FDIC governing board and from the FEC rules change. We could do those things without costing the taxpayer, and I think that would do more to help alleviate this credit crunch and get America's economy back on track.
You've been an outspoken critic of this rescue bill, which has come to as music to the ears of a lot of our viewers based on the emails we get who support you in that effort and your colleagues as well. You've called the thing rushed, unworkable, and short-sighted. Did your opinion change at all as a result of what happened in the Senate?
Actually, it's gotten worse, Megan. Remember, this bill started out as 2.5 pages, and now it's over 400 pages. It just has a different gift wrap around the bill this time. And last night I was told, I haven't read it myself, but I was told that now there's union pension bailouts that are also included. And also foreign banks may have the possibility of dumping their bad debt. I'm just concerned that now we've created a big bowl to dump every bad debt that there's in there, and we've given the Treasury Secretary $700 billion in walk-around money to buy up everyone's bad debt. How this benefits America, how this benefits our economy, but even more so, how this alleviates the credit crunch is beyond me.
You know,
what we need to do is, go ahead.
The talking points today that we're getting from viewers anyway are about the pork that's been put in the bill, and they are ticked off about this. It's supposedly this was included in an effort to get people like you, Republicans in the House, on board with the bill. And as my colleague Bill pointed out earlier, they include things like manufacturers of kids' wooden arrows are getting $6 million. Puerto Rico and Virgin Islands rum producers, $192 million, Congresswoman. Wool research, auto racing tracks getting $128 million. I mean, it boggles the mind, the number of millions that have been stuffed in this bill to get people on board. Some say that's how politics are done. What say you?
Well, Megan, if you have people, fiscal conservatives that are worried about government spending too much money, how spending more money is going to bring us on board is beyond me. That's what's wrong with government. It's one wasteful expenditure after another. People work too hard for their money to see their government go with all of these unbelievable expenditures. It's bad enough to do this $700 billion bailout, but it's insulting to add these Christmas tree ornaments to an already bad bill. There's not enough lipstick in the world to dress up this pig, Megan.
And it's not just you saying that. The Congressional Budget Office has come out and said that all that will add about $112 billion to our budget deficits over the next 5 years because there's not enough offsetting revenue to the thing. Congressman, let me ask you, we heard earlier they think it's going to pass now in the House because of the tweaks that have been made to it. What do you think?
You know, Speaker Pelosi can't afford to put that bill on the floor and not have the votes. Remember that both the House and the Senate are run by Democrats and have been run by the Democrats for 2 years. She has the votes in her own party. Remember, she wants the Republicans to give her political cover because she knows the American people oppose this bill. She's got $50 million parked in a bank account right now, and as soon as Republicans vote for this bill, she's going to unleash that money and run political ads because she knows the pulse of the American people. They don't like this bill. So I would encourage Republicans to hang tough. She can put up the 12 votes, and she can pass this bill if she thinks it's so great. Meanwhile, I think we should get serious and really solve the credit crisis by changing some accounting rules on the SEC side, and there's some things we can do under the FDIC. We can solve this credit crisis. In fact, Congress shouldn't leave Washington until we do, but this bill is not the answer.
Congresswoman, thanks so much.